Welcome to the DFG family! In this short video, we'll walk through how to implement the Dance for Gymnastics program in your gym. Let's dive in. Starting with the main DFG progressive course, each module within the course contains 6 classes. The first 2 to 3 classes of each month or module are centered around learning a bar routine, which has been specifically formulated to improve the dance elements that gymnasts do. These are not just ballet movements. They're foundational movements designed to create the proper pathway between the brain and the body so that athletes can execute the dance elements in their floor and beam routines with greater ease and less deduction. Classes 4, 5, and 6 generally focus on center work and learning a choreographed dance. The first class of each month also has a quick link menu for that month, showing you exactly where each exercise and section is. For example, here you see a feet warm-up at the bar. It's in class 2 and begins at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Click here, scroll over to 3 minutes 10 seconds, and you're at the feet warm-up. As always, we're going to start with a foot warm-up. In addition to the progressive course, in your gym's library, you'll find a beginner bar, beginner floor bar, a foundations class, a leaps and jumps drill pack, and a number of other classes that are all focused on improving the athlete's score through developing and improving artistry and execution. As new classes are released, they automatically show up in your gym's library. Frequency. How often should I be using the program? This program was designed to be an in-house dance teacher, an assistant to the coach, and if we consider how often we would have an in-house dance teacher work with our athletes, that's how often athletes should be using the program. Typically, that's 3 to 5 times a week. And while I often hear gyms say they just don't have time to do dance, the truth is, if we have time to do a warm-up, we have time to do some dance. By simply incorporating one of the DFG bars or any of the dance or movement warm-ups as your warm-up. It's how I coach every level of athlete, and it's what I did as an Olympian myself. We did some type of dance every single day, even if it was only during the warm-up. As a reminder, the quick link menu at the beginning of each month shows you exactly where to find warm-ups, center work, and bars, so that each bar, warm-up, or drill can be used as a standalone piece of dance training. Technology. What do I need in order to show these classes? One thing we learned during the pandemic was that we can actually learn quite effectively via Zoom and online video classes. It's something that most of us are already used to when it comes to the learning process. To incorporate the DFG program into your gym, all you need is a screen and the room to move. When it comes to the screen, gyms are using 3 different options. The first option is to simply use a TV on a cart and wheel it into the space, or use one that's already mounted on the wall. The second option is to use a projector and project the classes onto a wall. And the third option that we have seen used and that I used when I am clinicking around the country is to simply set up a laptop and have a couple of the more advanced athletes in the front following the lesson while leading the less experienced athletes behind them, while the coach keeps an eye out for posture and proper pathways. In addition to a screen of some description, you'll require a Wi-Fi connection to access the classes. Coaching. What do I do as a coach while the classes are playing? This is perhaps one of the most important parts of the program. These classes are best used as an assistant, teaching the athletes while we coaches correct and guide posture and the details throughout. People wonder why certain gyms' floor routines are so engaging, and it's because they coach the dance elements with the same passion and detail as they coach the acro elements. This is one of the easiest and most effective ways to start elevating our athletes' scores, by actually coaching the dance as they go through their routines. I've heard coaches say that dance really isn't my thing. But the fact is, unless we have an in-house dance teacher as a coach, it has to be our thing, or else we're ignoring part of our athletes' artistry and execution scores. As encouragement, if we were able to learn how to look for proper shapes during the acro elements, we're definitely able to learn how to see proper shapes for the dance elements. To understand how to best use this program, ask yourself, how would I coach if Betty were here live in the gym leading this bar? Hopefully, the answer is not I would sit in my office waiting for her to finish, and is something more like, I would walk around with my other coaches reinforcing what Betty was saying. The gyms that are doing this are leading the sport in artistry and in their scores. The DFG Quick Link menu. Which classes should I use, and for what? While the classes have been designed to be gone through in order, not moving on until the previous class is mastered, sometimes, especially as coaches, we just need a single warm-up or something for a dance rotation. That's where the Quick Link menu comes in. Whether we're looking for a warm-up, some center work, some balance drills, a floor bar, or maybe a choreographed dance to learn, the first class of each month includes a menu with quick links and a timestamp so you can find exactly what you're looking for quickly. You'll see what the activity is, which class it is in, and where it starts. Dance equipment. What about bars and mirrors? Although it's wonderful to have a dedicated dance space or room that is equipped with bars and mirrors, they certainly are not required to use this program. Mirrors are definitely a big help so that athletes can check their own posture and position, yet beyond the use of a mirror, as athletes, we need to be able to feel the adjustments we need to make without a mirror, which means if we don't have mirrors, it simply becomes the coach's job to let the athletes know what needs adjusting. When it comes to ballet bars, if we do not have the room or the equipment already, the beams can be used as bars. Or if we don't have access to the beam area during dance, as you will hear me say when I am coaching dance, when we don't have a bar to hold on to, our spine becomes our bar. Simply do it in the center of the floor. The truth is, there's nothing keeping us from improving our dance. If you do wish to order bars for your gym, either portable or installed, you can email us at danceforgymnastics@gmail.com. The video feedback tool. Motivating kids and parents to get on board. The gyms that are getting the most out of this program are using the video feedback tool as often as possible. What is the video feedback tool? Once your athletes get the ballet bar, center work, or choreographed dance down, or even one of the warm-ups, send in a video, and I'll send you my feedback on what you're doing well and what can be improved. The gyms that are using this with the greatest effect are telling their athletes that they are using a new program created by one of the coaches for the Olympic team, who was an Olympian herself. The kids seem to respond to the idea that they're being videoed, and that I will be reviewing the videos to see their progress. Offsetting costs. Is there a way to get parents on board? Some gyms have successfully been able to offset program costs by spreading the cost over the families of the gym, from levels 5 and up. For a gym with 500 athletes, a single $1 increase in tuition each month pays for the program for a medium-sized gym. For gyms looking to make this pitch, we can provide an infographic to share with parents. What if we already have, or we hire a dance teacher? This is actually the most beneficial situation, to be able to have a dedicated in-house dance teacher, and in this situation, we have a special subscription that cuts the price of your gym in half, and the teacher can use the DFG program as their lesson plan and curriculum guide to teach dance that's in alignment with what's being taught at the national level. That's it! We're never far away, so as you go through the program, should any questions arise, simply reach out to danceforgymnastics@gmail.com. Now, let's dance!